Welcome to the 11th week of Early Literacy Tip Tuesdays. So far, we've discussed 3 of the 5 early literacy practices: talking, singing, and reading. This week and next week, I want to discuss the practice of writing. This is a skill that not many people would probably associate with children not in school yet, but learning how to hold a drawing utensil, learning how to scribble, and then learning how to draw shapes is all part of what it takes to later learn how to write letters and then write words. For this first video, we'll be discussing fine motor skills activities that help later with developing writing skills. A lot of these activities are aimed at 1 to 3-year-olds, but don't be afraid to try them out with older, preschool-age children. All ages can benefit from exercises that help develop the muscles in the fingers and hands. Fine motor activities help develop their finger control and hand motions, help them learn how to cross their midline, and can even help them to develop a dominant hand. Here are some activities to try out at home to help develop these skills. Activities that use finger grasp and strength help to strengthen muscles that will be used when kids are writing. Babies are great at grabbing onto things and refusing to let go, and older toddlers love to pick up things and sort them. These are super easy skills to make into a game with items you have at home. Fill a bucket or bowl with pom-poms, beans, or other small toys, and give your child a pair of child-safe tweezers or a big spoon, and ask them to scoop certain things out of the bowl. This is great for learning how to control a handheld object. If your kiddo throws the spoon aside and goes back to scooping with their hands, that's okay. This is a fun motor skills activity, and when they're looking for a challenge, they'll pick up the spoon again. There are lots of great activities designed for developing finger strength and dexterity as well. A great one for little fingers is sticking things in and out of other things. Try giving your toddler a cup full of straws and ask them to take out the straws one at a time. Or give them an empty cup and spread straws all around them and ask them to put them back in. A great way to increase the strength needed for this kind of activity is to try sticking straws or feathers into balls of Play-Doh or floral foam. An important skill for children under 6 to work on is crossing the midline, or learning to use both hands on either sides of their body. Many activities in life will require this skill, like getting dressed, tying shoes, turning pages in a book, or eating with a knife, fork, or spoon. When babies are born, their midline is very restrictive, and they will mainly use their left hand to reach out to their left and their right hand to reach to items on their right. As babies grow into toddlers and toddlers go into preschoolers, they will automatically begin to cross their midline when they play. Here are some activities to encourage crossing the midline and in turn help with future literacy skills like reading and writing. Sweeping. Find a child-sized broom or a light enough broom that they can control and let them sweep toys across the floor. Using both hands to control an object that goes from one side to the other helps them learn to cross their midline. If you're looking for a smaller version of sweeping, but maybe a little bit messier, use a tabletop surface covered in shaving cream and let them use a squeegee or a piece of cardboard to scrape the surface clean. Not only is this a great way to learn how to cross a midline, it's also a great sensory activity and it's fun to play in. Clapping games and finger plays. Encouraging children to clap along to the beat of a song or slap their knees to a song helps to build rhythm skills and helps them learn to use their hands on the opposites or the middle line of their body. Finger plays help to improve finger dexterity and help children to learn how to do different things with their hands at the same time. If you want to work on holding an art utensil and crossing the midline at the same time, let your child draw on a vertical surface or a large horizontal surface. An upright canvas or a large piece of paper on the wall are great for encouraging children to draw large shapes and use full body movements, not just arm movements. If you're nervous about encouraging drawing on paper on walls, try putting a large piece of paper on the floor. Children will still need to use their whole body to draw large shapes and still be practicing those vital midline skills. While your child is enjoying all of these fine motor skills activities, you might start to notice that they are using their right or their left hand more than the other. This is great. Studies show that the more exposure to fine motor skills a children has before the age of 5, the sooner they will decide on a dominant hand and begin perfecting motion with that hand. Letting them figure out which hand is dominant for them is great and will help them more easily learn writing and crafting skills when they first enter school. Remember, neither hand is better. A child will choose whether their left hand or right hand is better for them and continue to develop their dexterity from there. You might be listening to this and saying, I already do activities that are similar to these. And if so, that is great. Play is how children learn, and making fun activities that focus on fine motor skills is the best way to prepare them for other skills that they will learn later in life. If you want more ideas for activities to do, check out the links I added in the description. If you're on Pinterest, there's always a plethora of ideas from other crafty parents and educators that are waiting to be enjoyed. Try searching fine motor activities for toddlers and preschoolers, or beginner writing skills. You're bound to find something you and your child enjoy and benefit from. I hope you all enjoyed this Early Literacy Tip Tuesday. I'll see you next week for more talk on writing with our pre-literacy learners.